Breaking news tonight out of Rhode Island. A senior night high school hockey game in Pawtucket turned deadly when gunfire erupted inside the arena. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Brent Harden. Police say 3 people, including the suspect, were killed and 3 others were critically injured. Authorities believe it may have stemmed from a family dispute. Fox 61's Tim Latow has the latest from Pawtucket officials.
Police say the suspect was at the hockey game to watch a family member play. It was senior night and it was a packed arena, but what should have been one of the most memorable nights for these players' careers turned into horror after a deadly shooting.
It's really compact. I've been to like a couple of games before. I never seen that many people there.
Jamison Taylor says he was at the hockey game to support his friends for senior night for the co-op high school hockey team of St. Raphael Academy, Providence Country Day, North Smithfield, and North Providence. McKenna Mare was there to cheer on her friends in addition to hundreds of others in the crowd of all ages.
Everyone's family's there for every single school. Everyone's moms, dads, grandparents, younger sisters, brothers, it's just horrible. Hundreds and hundreds of people there.
Then in the middle of gameplay, shots were fired. Mari says there was a stampede and she and dozens of others were trampled.
No one knew what was happening right away. We kind of all looked to the left, and the next thing I know, I was literally face down. I'm literally dirty from being on the ground.
Pawtucket police say 3 people, including the shooter, were shot and killed. 3 others were shot and critically hurt.
It appears that this was a targeted event, that it may be a family dispute.
A possible family dispute on what should have been the most meaningful night of the players' season. Taylor plays volleyball and knows the importance of the sacred tradition of senior night.
I just could never imagine that for someone's senior night. This is their night to be recognized for all their years of dedication, all their time. It's sad to see.
And police say they've already interviewed more than 100 witnesses. They're asking anyone with information or video footage to come forward, and they expect Tuesday and Wednesday to be extremely busy in the investigation. In Pawtucket,
This game was being live streamed. It was a game at the Dennis Lynch Arena in Pawtucket where there was a shooting today. 3 people are dead, including the gunman, and we want to take a look at this. We can hear the shooting. This is being live streamed today. Let's listen. And then you see the students getting off the ice and running for cover. This is at Dennis Lynch Arena in Pawtucket about 2:30 this afternoon. I'm very familiar with this arena because my son played here. They're going over to the locker because the lockers are on that side. So we had St. Ray's, we had Providence Country Day, North Providence, Johnston's, North Smithfield, Coventry. And there we are blurring out apparently where the shooting happened.
Tonight, a Rhode Island community shattered by gun violence. A boys' high school hockey game at Lynch Arena in Pawtucket was in the first period. Players on the ice when shots rang out. Rapid gunfire, nearly a dozen rounds, filling the arena around 2:30 Monday afternoon. Spectators and players running for their lives. Pawtucket police say this appears to stem from a family dispute. Authorities identifying the gunman as Robert Dorrigan, but say he also went by Roberta Esposito. Police say Dorrigan shot 5 people before turning the gun on himself. Our CBS affiliate in Providence, WPRI, reporting the gunman was the father of a North Providence high school senior, and that the student's mother was killed in the rink. A sibling died at the hospital. 3 others remain in critical condition. Authorities say 1 is a family friend.
It's a tragic event for everybody that was there today, but especially a family. There were so many family members there that were part of this incident. So again, we respect their privacy and we're trying to work with them.
The place was packed when shots were fired. People ran out of the arena into nearby businesses. Video from inside one of them shows players running in with their skates on. Olin Lawrence was one of them.
I heard a couple gunshots go off. I thought it was balloons at first. It was loud, and then it kept going on, so I ran right into the locker room after I got off the ice. I'm overwhelmed, but I'm just trying to stay calm, I'm very nervous. I was just trying to process everything.
The 16-year-old Coventry High School goalie has grown up in the age of active shooter drills, but he never thought a hockey game would serve as a scene for this.
You don't know what it feels like until you're actually in it. It's very scary.
Parents scrambling to find their kids, some of them meeting out back when the dust settled. Others were put on buses and taken to reunification sites.
You don't see that stuff happening inside ice rinks. So it's very disturbing.
Really, a lot of the parents shaken up. Some I could hear crying that the shooter was sitting behind them, next to them, not knowing what was about to happen.
Tonight, the medical examiner at the arena as police continue to process this scene. Authorities say they've interviewed more than 100 witnesses and gathered cell phone videos as this community works to pick up the pieces.
Our prayers go out to the victims, to the families, and everyone impacted by this devastating incident.
The names and ages of those victims are not being released yet, but the police chief did confirm that they recovered 2 weapons from this scene. They also say that a spectator jumped in to try to stop this gunman. They believe that kept this from being even worse. We're live in Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
School is regarded as a safe haven, a shield from unwanted influences. But what happens when the issues are right at the school gate? DSP Patricia Powell, zone officer for Manchester, says adult toys are now a concern.
Up to recently, a sex toy was being sold at a particular school, and it is being sold to them, and the children have been bought it, are now experimenting with it on the school compound.
Ms. Powell says it's a wrong on the part of vendors who are ultimately selling negativity.
The morals and the responsibility of adults to say, I'm making a living, but how will this living that I'm getting impact the general society?
In October 2025, the National Council on Drug Abuse, NCDA, said honey pack, a substance branded as a sexual stimulant, was being used by youngsters across the island.
The honey pack, which is a sexual enhancer, and if they're using this at a young age, which can cause sexual dysfunction, then we know what can happen to them in the future. So it's a serious problem that's happening.
So far this year, the council says it has also noticed an increase in substance abuse in schools, particularly the increased usage of vapes and ganja.
The vapes are on the rise right now. So we usually go into the schools, and there are programs that we do in the schools as well to educate them right down from primary school into high school.
Simone, thank you. Also new tonight, squealing tires and a racing engine. A scary scene that ended with bystanders cutting a man out of his truck after he flipped into a culvert. That crash happening at I-35 and Theo. Sue Calbert talked with a witness who saw it all go down and shared this video.
Julie and John say they heard a racing engine and squealing tires, and they looked up in time to see the driver take out this sign, but they say when he started doing donuts, that's when they hit the record button.
Their video shows the driver going the wrong way on one-way Theo under I-35. The driver turned onto the northbound access road, but he didn't make it very far. Julie says several people saw what happened and jumped into action while she dialed 911.
Yeah. All right, ready, go.
One man pulled out a knife and cut the seatbelt to free the driver from the wreckage.
His head was all smashed all crazy.
SAPD says the 35-year-old driver was evaluated for driving while intoxicated, but because of the holiday, there's no word on whether or not he was charged. He was taken to the hospital to be checked out. People who've seen the video on social media have some advice.
Y'all need to stop that. You're destroying your beautiful cars. You know, it's all family. Y'all be careful. Y'all take care of each other.
In South San Antonio.
New tonight, we're learning about frightening allegations against a burglary suspect. Investigators say the man broke into a North Houston apartment, making a horrifying threat against the woman inside. Matt Doherty is at probable cause court tonight where the suspect faced a judge. Matt?
Lynn, the suspect allegedly said he was going to have the woman for dinner, literally. This is 37-year-old Ricky Olvera. He's charged with burglary of a habitation. Yesterday, prosecutors say he broke into a woman's apartment off of Tidwell Road. Court documents don't share what he allegedly tried to steal, but they do reveal frightening details. Olvera allegedly told the woman he was going to murder her, then have her for dinner.
That the defendant entered the complaining witness's residence without consent, then threatened to kill, cook, and eat the complaining witness.
After that, prosecutors say Olvera damaged the woman's television and her car, causing $1,300 in damage. The defense attorney said Olvera is from Houston and is an unemployed construction worker with 6 children. Despite a lengthy criminal past and a missed court appearance in the last 2 years, Olvera was granted bond. Prosecutors argued against it.
Setting bond at this level is inappropriate.
But the judge disagreed, setting Olvera's bond at $65,000. Now, if Olvera does make bail, he's not allowed to have any contact with the victim. He's not allowed to have a gun either. Lynn.
Matt Doherty with the latest tonight. Thank you.